Rocky 2 is written and directed by Sylvester Stallone, um, doing his first writing job in the series. There will be more. And this movie is about, it takes place immediately after Rocky 1 and the fight with Apollo Creed and all that. And this movie more leans on the relationship between Adrian and Rocky, and they get married in this movie, and they're having a kid. So it's more about that, but then Apollo Creed and Rocky decide to have a rematch. So that's what the movie's about in like the last half. So that's to sum it up. Yeah, it's the rematch movie, and it's what everyone else knows it as. And Rocky 2, the first time I saw it, I really enjoyed it. Actually, I thought it was really good. Um, it had some problems, but enjoyable. And after I rewatched it last night, I have some more flaws with it, and it isn't as good. It isn't really that great. But I will address that in a moment after I get this out of the way. The performance is solid, really solid. And it's also tightly paced. And I'm looking at my notes right now if you want to know what I'm looking for. And the theme is obviously amazing when Rocky's running and the theme kicks on. That's awesome. And the Adrian and Rocky romance improves. I didn't buy it as much in the first movie, but this one kind of improves it. Even though this movie feels like it kind of lacked the charm that the first movie did, I think that was the one thing that was really improved in terms of charm. And I really liked the way that the last fight was done with Apollo Creed and Rocky, but it was a little too drawn out for me. That's just my take on it. But it was just a little too long. Just gonna be shaved down by a couple minutes. That's not too much of a problem. To start out with things though, for problems, I really enjoyed the movie, or I enjoy the movie, I should say. It isn't really that good, but it's solid for what it is. But as I said, it's fun. It's paced pretty well. It has good performances. But there are problems. For one, I noticed this as I went along. Rocky critiques everything. Like, just as he's walking into this apartment, he's critiquing on how the bricks look and how the walls look and the mailbox and the numbers, how the numbers are done on the, I don't know, on the door and crap. It was weird. I don't. That's a minor problem, but that was just something that bothered me. Rocky critiques everything. Not just in this movie, somewhat in the first movie too. And I feel like parts of this movie are a little too rushed for my taste. Like the whole Adrian and Rocky thing at the beginning, they get married so quick. But I guess because that's the build. The first movie was the build up, so I can't really quite say it was that rushed. But in terms of pacing in general, it is tightly paced, but some of it does feel a little too rushed. Not just me though. And since Sylvester Stallone wrote this movie, it has some iffy dialogue, for sure. Some of the dialogue just doesn't work at all. But it is a solid movie and enough. But some of the dialogue was very questionable, and some of the writing is very subpar. That's just my take on that. And in the beginning of this movie, nothing really happens because Rocky's doing commercials to get money, and he's playing balls. I'm playing ball with kids. Like, nothing really happens of interest in it for a while in the movie. Some things of interest happen that he's playing ball with kids, or he's doing lousy commercials, and that was a really stupid scene in general. I didn't like that. And the last 45 minutes of this movie are really good. They're what I wanted the whole first hour and 15 minutes of the movie to be, even though that wasn't terrible. But the last 45 minutes are well paced, they're well written, and there is actually some interesting storyline going on, because I wasn't incredibly invested in the first hour and 15 minutes or so, even though it was more based on Rocky and Adrian's love life, basically, and them having a kid. After a certain thing happens with Adrian, I'm not going to say the movie improves so much more. Like, it improves a lot more than it did, or than it had already been, because I wasn't really into the movie at first. I'd already seen it once. But, as I said, Rocky 2 is a solid movie. It's nothing great. It's nothing that I'll remember in 20 years if I mean, I have it, but so I probably remember parts of it. But it has solid performances. Some of the dialogue is well written. Some of the script is decent. The last 45 minutes are really good. The Rocky montage is really good. Not the best one, but it's pretty good. And the theme is obviously amazing. If I didn't already say that. And the last fight is really good, though a little bit drawn out. So I'm gonna give Rocky 2 a B minus. Alright, so look out for my reviews of Rocky 3, 4, 5, and Rocky Balboa. And this week in Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 and the night before. And then on Tuesday, look out for my review of Creed. So that's kind of what those are my videos for the next few days. I have a lot to make. So that is my review of Rocky 2. So, peace.